Welcome back to our channel, soap fans. We have so much ground to cover for the week of June 29th to July 3rd, and let me tell you, the drama is absolutely off the charts. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's jump straight into these jaw-dropping spoilers. Let's start with the absolute bombshell that is Johnny DiMera right now. Can you believe it? Johnny is actually teaming up with Brady Black and Steve Johnson over at Black Patch. Yes, you heard that right. Johnny is going completely behind his own father's back. Sarah Horton and Brady have been digging deep into this whole Coriseal investigation, trying to figure out why these tainted drugs from DiMera Pharmaceuticals are killing innocent people like Destiny. And now, Johnny is on a covert mission to uncover the dark truth about his own family's company. I mean, the sheer guts it takes for Johnny to do this is astounding. He knows EJ is hiding something massive. He knows there is a dangerous cover-up happening right under his nose. But instead of playing the good little DiMera soldier and looking the other way, Johnny is choosing morality over blood. That is just so incredibly rare in this twisted family. Let's be real for a second about what this means for the DiMera dynamic. EJ DiMera demands absolute, unquestioning loyalty. He expects his children to bow down and kiss the ring, just like Stefano expected from him. We all remember how Stefano used to treat EJ, right? Stefano constantly tested him, manipulated him, and pitted him against his siblings. Now, EJ is perpetuating that exact same toxic cycle, but Johnny is flat out refusing to play the game. Johnny is getting dangerously close to finding hard evidence of this pharmaceutical cover-up. And you won't believe what happens next when EJ finds out his own flesh and blood is working with Black Patch to take him down. EJ is going to lose his mind. A lot of fans think EJ will just fire Johnny from the company, but I actually think EJ might disown him entirely. The betrayal EJ is going to feel will be nuclear, especially since Johnny is doing this to protect his pregnant wife Chanel from the toxic DiMera legacy. But here's the kicker. Johnny isn't the only one gunning for EJ right now. Oh no, we have to talk about Xander Kyriakis. You guys, I am so incredibly furious with EJ for what he is doing to Xander and Sarah. Xander has been trying so hard to walk the straight and narrow lately. He is living under the same roof as Sarah, trying to be a good father to little Victoria, and actually making some real, genuine progress. And what does EJ do? He deliberately tries to sabotage Xander and Sarah's fragile relationship. Are you kidding me? EJ just cannot stand to see anyone else happy while his own life is a miserable, paranoid mess. He poked the bear, and now Xander is out for pure, unadulterated revenge. And we all know exactly what happens when Xander gets pushed too far. He reverts right back to his old, dangerous ways. Remember the Xander from 5 or 10 years ago? The ruthless henchman who did Victor Kyriakis' dirty work without batting an eye? That dark, violent side of Xander is bubbling right back to the surface. Spoilers reveal that Xander is seriously considering taking Kristen DiMera up on her deadly offer. Kristen has been begging Xander to be her bodyguard, to protect her from the big, bad EJ. But now, Xander might not just want to protect Kristen. He might want to end EJ completely. I think this is a huge mistake for Xander's redemption arc, because Sarah is his moral compass, and this will destroy her trust in him. But as a viewer, I am eating it up. I want to see Xander wipe that smug, arrogant smirk right off EJ's face. Speaking of Kristen, things are about to go terribly, horribly wrong for her this summer. The spoilers confirm that Kristen is going to become the victim of a brutal kidnapping. That's crazy. But honestly, Who didn't see this coming? Kristen has made a mortal enemy out of literally everyone in Salem. She ordered a hit on Johnny, using Sophia Choi. She has been secretly calling Sydney in Europe to psychologically torture EJ, and she has been running around town acting like she is completely untouchable. Well, karma is finally knocking on her front door. The biggest question on everyone's mind right now is, who actually snatches her? I am willing to bet my bottom dollar that EJ is the one pulling the strings on this kidnapping. He screamed at her in a blind rage when he found out she tried to have his son killed. EJ doesn't just forgive and forget. He is his father's son, through and through. Stefano used to lock people in cages, secret rooms, and remote islands for years just for looking at him wrong. EJ orchestrating Kristen's kidnapping is the most Stefano-esque move he could possibly make. But part of me wonders if Sammy Brady might be involved. I know it's a long shot, but Kristen was messing with Sydney. If Sammy found out Kristen was calling her daughter behind her back, Sammy would fly across the globe and stuff Kristen into a trunk herself. Either way, Kristen is going to pay a heavy price, and I have zero sympathy for her. She deserves every single second of it. Let's pivot to something a little more mysterious, because this Stefano DiMera chessboard storyline is giving me absolute chills. Chad DiMera and Belle Black are still desperately searching for clues regarding the missing pawn. They recently found that old 1000 Italian liar bill hidden inside the box, and now they are digging deeper into what it all means. This is classic, vintage Days of Our Lives lore right here. Stefano is literally haunting them from beyond the grave. Every time Chad and Belle think they have hit a dead end, another cryptic piece of the puzzle reveals itself. I absolutely love the dynamic between Chad and Belle right now. They are both grieving and bonding over this shared trauma. Belle is mourning the loss of John Black, who was Stefano's ultimate pawn for decades, and Chad is trying to reconcile the monster his father was with the terrifying legacy he left behind. A lot of people are speculating that the missing pawn represents a real person, maybe a sleeper agent Stefano planted years ago. But with this new Italian currency clue, I think the answer lies in Italy. Could it be connected to Kat Green and the time she spent reading to EJ in that Italian rehab facility? The connections are all right there. Stefano meticulously planned this scavenger hunt from hell to drive them insane, and it is working flawlessly. I just pray Chad and Belle don't trigger a trap that gets them killed. Finally, we have to talk about the most heartbreaking spoiler of the entire week. Grab your tissues, because Lexie Carver is in serious, life-threatening trouble. The spoilers reveal that Lexie is about to face some devastating bad news. Those terrifying neurological symptoms she was experiencing, they are coming back with an absolute vengeance. Dr. Wilhelm Rolf claimed he had fixed the glitch in the Versavix resurrection serum. He gave her that super serum 2 booster, and for a hot second, EJ and Abe actually thought Lexie was safe. But we all knew it was way too good to be true. You cannot play God in Salem without facing severe, tragic consequences. Lexie is going to realize that Rolf's booster was nothing more than a temporary band-aid. She is dying all over again. I cannot even begin to express how angry and heartbroken I am for Abe and Theo. They just got her back. Abe completely shattered Paulina's heart, ruining their wedding anniversary at the Juneteenth festival, all because he thought he was getting his epic love story with Lexie back. And now, Lexie is going to have to accept the grim, horrifying reality that she is heading straight back to the grave. It is cruel, It is so incredibly cruel to bring a beloved legacy character back just to rip her away from her family a second time. Remember when Lexie originally died from that brain tumor years ago? The entire town mourned. Abe was a total shell of a man. Having him go through that exact same trauma again is just sadistic writing, but it makes for incredible, gut-wrenching television. Lexie is going to have to say goodbye to Theo all over again. How is Theo going to survive this? He is already dealing with Chanel's terrifying cancer diagnosis, and now he has to watch his mother slowly fade away. The emotional toll this is going to take on the Carver family is going to be monumental. I just hope Lexie gets a beautiful, dignified send-off before the serum completely fails. Salem is about to drown in tears, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you in the next update.